Hi, my name is Tricia Harrold. We're here in Lutz, Florida at Joshua House, which is a residential facility for children that have been removed from their home environment by the courts. Joshua House was started in 1992. It was built, there was a group of people in Tampa, influential people, who raised money to build this facility. They had a dream of how children who come from difficult environments should be able to live in a normal environment as possible. So they bought this land. They built 5 houses. There are, people that have sponsored the houses. They were furnished, and I think it was in 1992 we had our first child come to Joshua House, whose name was Joshua. Hence the name Joshua House. Our children are sent by the state, by the different children's departments in each county. Children come here, they all have social workers. They could be here from a few days to years. Joshua House can sleep up to 60 children. We have 5 houses. Each house has 12 children, or a maximum of 12 children. Mixed boys and girls. They have bedrooms at either end of the house, which the girls are not allowed into the boys section and the boys are not allowed into the girls section. In the middle they have their family home environment. They have a kitchen with a huge table where they eat their meals and do their homework. They have a room where they can play videos on good behavior. They earn points in the houses. I mean, obviously children here are not punished as they are used to being punished in their own homes, a lot of them. And so they work on a point system, and they can earn points to do special things. We have a point store where they can go and spend their points to get things that they want. It can be anything from a toy to a book to a video to, many things we have in there, and they have different values. So the kids really enjoy doing that. They go to the regular schools. We have 2 elementary schools within a couple of miles where the majority of them go, and then we have the kids from 11 and 12 go to junior high. And we now have one house that houses teen girls from 12 to 18, or most of that year from 13 to 18, and they go to the high school. At Christmas time, we start our Christmas wish list in September. Each child is given a wish list, a list. They're allowed to put down what they want within reason, and then we have to go through it with them to say, well, you can't have this, it's too expensive, you're not going to get that, we're not going to be able to get it. But what we can, we do get for them. We have an organization called Friends of Joshua House, who are some of those people are some of the original people that built this place, and they do collect a lot of money, donations for Joshua House. And they publish the list in a magazine that they send out. The complete list is with names, fake names, because we can't give out their real names, their ages, their sizes. We put all that information in it, and the list of the things that they hope to get. No, they don't get all of it. We put it all on the list because what we get at Christmas really has to do us for the entire year. But children come here every day, literally in the clothing they're standing up in. They come with nothing. So the first thing they do is, from each house, they go to the donation center and they take clothing that they need. They take school uniform. One of our schools insists on school uniform, so they take that they need in their sizing. They get 4 or 5 gifts, toys, or age-appropriate things for them to start out with. And then on their birthday they get more, and then of course at Christmas they get more. So it's a constant rolling machine. When the child leaves, they get a suitcase, and everything they have collected whilst they are here goes with them. So all their clothing, everything, all their toys, all their books, every single thing that they have collected while they're at Joshua House goes with them to wherever they are going. Tiffany. I loved that child. She never smiled when I first knew her. She was about 11. She was very bright, but had a real attitude. She never smiled, never wanted to be hugged or be around. I mean, it was like, don't touch me, you know, don't come near me. But she was a very standoffish child. She didn't want to be warm. She didn't want to talk to you. She just wanted to do her work and get on with life. And by the time she left here, the day before she left, she came out and she gave me a photograph of herself. And I cried. She was adopted. She was one of the really lucky ones. And I don't know where she is today. I have never seen or heard from her since. I hope she is doing extremely well. She's probably 17 now. And I think she will do well because she was extremely bright and with the right home environment. She's going to make a superhuman being. The whole idea of what we are here to do, and it's for the children. You know, you can't come here and whether it work or volunteer and not know it's for the children. It's not for me. It's not for any other volunteer for what they want. It's for what you can do as a person for these children. They give a safe environment to children who otherwise would not have it. It's a family environment, a home. And to most of these children, this is home. First of all, you have to be patient. You have to be strong because it can be very emotional. You have to be able to separate yourself from those children and from the stories they tell you. So, you know, strength is a very important thing. You also want to be able to give. And it doesn't matter how, you know, I mean, there are so many ways that you can work in a place like this. You're going to volunteer, especially with children, you have to sit down and say, okay, what are my strengths? What can I use to help these children? What are my weaknesses and what do I need to stay away from? If you know you're a person that's going to get involved with every single child that comes into contact with you, it's not an ideal situation to work with children. But you can volunteer in another way. You know, you can volunteer dressmaking, helping with the Halloween costumes. You can volunteer in help collecting at Christmas. I mean, there's lots of other ways that you can help that you're not on a face-to-face, one-on-one with the children. So, you know, those are the things that each person has to look at within themselves. You have to know yourself and know what your needs are and what you can give and what you cannot give. But you can't do this job unless you love being with these kids. So it's fulfilled a need for me that would be missing, and you know, because I only see my grandchildren once a year. So you know, so this fulfills a need in me, and I feel I'm doing something worthwhile.